Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is April 27th, 2022. And the question is Bitcoin repeating history? Is Bitcoin doing what it did approximately 9 months ago in July of 2021? Okay? This is the question I'm posing in today's video. If that interests you, then watch until the very end. I'm going to explain why it's likely that Bitcoin is indeed repeating history in the sense that it is preparing for a massive move to the upside after a many months consolidation period. All right, we are on the daily chart. First, let me address yesterday we had a downtrend on social media, in many crypto circles, in many trading circles. You'll see people yelling up and down that Bitcoin's going to fall to zero. Bitcoin, you see, I told you it is going to break down. Today, less than 24 hours later, right? Because this is a daily show. Today, what do you see on your charts? What did we do? We did nothing except hold support, my friends. We held support. Let me actually show this. We held support. And where's support? If you look on my chart right here, I have this purple line, this purple support line, and this purple resistance line. It's basically the megaphone pattern or expanding channel that Bitcoin's been in since about the 11th of April, okay? And it's just been in there for, 2 weeks. And we formed an initial break of structure, an A wave. Now, this may be the first leg of a B wave. I don't know. But the important part is that we held structural support. The descending support line, this purple line right here, did not break, okay? And even if it had, we have another support line here in this peach line right here, and then yet another support line in this blue line. So it's very important to zoom out, okay? People who are on the 5-minute chart, the hourly chart, not even the hourly chart, the 15-30-minute chart, and they see a big downtrend, they see maybe an uptrend, they get really bullish. It's not about that. The only reason I've been bullish on this channel for the past few months, okay, is because I zoomed out and I have a larger scheme in mind for what Bitcoin is likely to do. I do not know for sure, but probabilistically rather, it's likely that Bitcoin play out the pattern that I've been discussing, okay? And this pattern is simply targeting the top of a channel, okay? You can express it, you can articulate it in many different ways. In just simple classical technical analysis, Bitcoin is targeting the top of a channel that it's in the bottom of, okay? It's on the bottom of 1, 2, 3 channels. It's targeting the top of that channel. That's it. There's nothing complicated about this, okay? And as long as you hold structural support, there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Now, do we know exactly when it's going to pump? It could pump right now. It could pump tomorrow. It could pump a week from now. We don't know. But what we do know is that we can see these patterns on the charts, and we spy that Bitcoin has done something similar, right? From May to July of 2021, we had approximately 2 months sideways consolidation, okay? Similar to what we're experiencing at present. We had decreasing volume, okay? And I explained this in terms of Wyckoff analysis before, but now I'm going to do it in terms of classical technical analysis as well as Elliott wave theory. All right. you have decreasing volume. You have Bitcoin ping-ponging in a range, okay? And this range just so happened to have been a descending wedge pattern, all right? But after that, what happened? You got a big breakout, okay, on very low volume, right? A lot of people in the crypto markets, maybe they're not so savvy in technical analysis, will tell you that we need to wait for big volume. No, you don't. Look at what happened in the past. Look at what Bitcoin did just 9 short months ago when it pumped out of its trading range and it pumped 76%. Look at what it did. Where did you see the volume? Where's the volume? Relative to what you've gotten before, right? So this is the volume candle, the capitulative volume candle, right? After the downtrend, right? This is the volume that you got. Where's the corresponding bullish volume? Anywhere here. Where do you see it? You don't, because you don't necessarily need it. You don't always need volume in accumulation, all right? And that's the key. So we don't see any significant volume on this pump, and this pump happened pretty methodically. It was deliberate. It wasn't like one big 50% candle or anything like that. It was just a series of candles, and these are daily candles, mind you. So every day Bitcoin just pumped a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more until people realized that it wasn't going to stop. And you had let's see. You had 10 days, 10 consecutive days of positive price action. Okay, I believe, although Bitcoin did this 9 short months ago, and history doesn't necessarily rhyme, or repeat, but it rhymes, okay? So I believe that this is a good model, but not necessarily a similar outcome that we should expect, okay? And the reason being, in Elliott wave terms, you'll know that in the larger scheme of things, this is whoops, that's not what I meant to do. In the larger scheme of things, this is a corrective wave. This is a corrective wave. This next wave we expect to be impulsive, okay? So impulsive waves differ from corrective waves in that impulsive waves are much more intense, and impulsive waves don't tend to be as deliberate. So I'm actually expecting volume behind this, okay? Although you don't necessarily need volume for a pump to begin, because this next wave to the upside is going to be impulsive, and it should be impulsive because every last wave, the final wave of every correction, and this is the final wave of our B wave, okay? If you've been following the channel, you'll know that this is our initial break of structure, our A wave right here. These 3 waves right here in yellow should be the completed B wave, okay? So we're waiting for the impulse or the C wave of the larger B wave, all right? And so that should be impulsive. And so I do expect volume to come in at that point, okay? That volume should be larger than the volume that we've gotten ever since, given that this is an impulsive move, okay? That's one thing that I think will differ. The next is that I don't believe that we'll put in modest candles as we did in the past, right? In July of 2021, we put 10 straight days of, 2, 3, 4% candles here and there. I believe that this is going to happen in a much more violent way where we put in 7, 8, 9% candles on a daily time frame, okay? So these are the ways that I think Bitcoin's not only mirroring the past price action, but also slightly, it will most likely defer from previous price action. If you guys are getting value from this analysis, right or wrong, please like the video. Share the video with others who you may think are interested in Bitcoin technical analysis, cryptocurrency, Elliott wave theory, and subscribe to the channel for daily Bitcoin analysis, occasional altcoin updates, as well as a weekly live stream every Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, let's get on with it. So this is how I think Bitcoin is both repeating and deferring from previous price action, specifically what we printed 9 short months ago. Although in our cryptocurrency space, you will all know that 9 months is an eternity, right? Because everything happens so fast and yet so slowly in crypto, right? It's a fast moving space, except when your money's on the line, when you're waiting for big gains, a day seems like a year, all right? So I also want to draw to your attention these reversal patterns, all right? And this is based off of Elliott wave theory. Every time you put in a reversal, you have a sequence of 3 contiguous or 3 sort of sequential corrective patterns. And you have here, you had an A wave, initial break of structure, you have a B wave, which is counter to the A wave, and then a C section, I call it, which is your pivot in up and out of that pattern. Similarly, right now, we have our A wave in yellow, initial break of structure. That basically breaks the downtrend. It makes a higher high. The B wave is a 3-wave structure. It's usually compounded, right? As you see here, you have 3 waves in A of B, 3 waves in B of B, and then 5 waves in the last wave, right? In C of B, because the last wave of any corrective pattern, again, is impulsive. So it's a 3-3-5 flat correction here, okay? And that's your counter to this A wave. And finally, you have this, what I call a C section, because it's a pivot up and out. And this is what I think we're in. Now, in this pivot, in the past, it looked like this, right? An A wave, again, initial break of structure from this downtrend, these 5 waves down in this B wave, okay? So you have your A wave. Your B wave, which is 3 waves, sometimes it can become a sort of a compounded B wave where you have 3 distinct waves, or you can have one large 3-wave structure, which is also composed of 3 waves, but it looks like one contiguous pattern, okay? And it looked like this. So I believe that our current price actions actually looking much like what we did in July of last year, right? Look at this B wave. Look at what it looks like. And it essentially went off and gave you 3 waves, and the last wave tested the bottom of your support structure, okay? So remember that. And now, in present day, we have similarly an A wave, okay, and a B wave that's composed of 1, 2, 3 waves that's testing the bottom of your support structure. Does this mean that right now we're going to get a pump up and out of this? I don't know. Okay, and this is the trick. It's hard to know because B waves can look many different things. This could be a B wave that's composed. Again, it could look something like this. Okay, that could be your B wave. So you may have to wait until B of B goes up, tests the top of this structure, and then comes back down impulsively to complete the B wave before you get a C wave or an impulse up and out. Or this may be the end of the B wave. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Both are on the table. All that's important, though, is that we maintain market structure. We respect the support that we've put in the market, right? This line, this line, this line, and we pretty much just bounce off support, and eventually we bounce off support to target the tops of these ranges. And the top is here, and the top is there. So that's pretty much it for Bitcoin. This is how Bitcoin is both mirroring the past, right? It is repeating past price action, but at the same time, it is going to be different. History doesn't necessarily repeat, but it rhymes. If you got value from this analysis, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. And now, very quickly, we're going to go into our favorite altcoins. which have also respected market structure. First and foremost, Revain, as usual, one of our favorite assets here, has respected market structure. No break in market structure. And you're seeing the same thing. You're seeing your initial break of structure, A wave. You're seeing your counter B wave, right? 3 waves in A of B, 3 waves in B of B, 5 waves in C of B. Expect to put in a pivot before a breakout, okay? And so this is what I'm seeing in Revain. Nothing's changed really. It's basically just accumulating, just like everything else in the market. It's accumulating. So I wouldn't be spooked by the fact that we haven't broken out, or that people are saying that we're going to break down because we're experiencing a counter wave down below a previous sort of high, or sorry, a previous low. Similarly, Kadena, maintaining market structure, nothing's changed. This is where people with, weak resolve get shaken out. Have a plan, a large time frame plan, and, just watch and see. Wait and see. Nothing's changed. Here's your B wave, your 3 waves down, your 3 waves up, your 5 waves down. Your 3 waves up actually end over here. Okay. And so, like Kadena, like Revain, it's likely that we put in a pivot before a breakout, okay? And Bitcoin may be breaking out before most of all of these other assets because it's put in its pivot, or it's putting in its pivot. It's further along to put in its pivot than a lot of these other assets, okay? So this is what I'm seeing. Reversal patterns that are looking good. We're maintaining market structure. Nothing's really changed, okay? This is a reversal pattern to the upside. And last but not least, Verasity. Same thing. You see your initial break of structure in your A wave, it's clear as day, right here. Making a higher high, letting you know that the downtrend is complete. Next, you see a counter to that. 3 waves, 1, 2, 3 in A of B, 1, 2, 3 in B of B, 5 waves in C of B, okay? This tells you that there's maybe a little more waiting to be done, all right? Expect an A wave, initial break of structure, a retrace of that, and then finally a pump up and out, okay? Expect that if all things remain similar, if sort of this pattern plays out, do expect that pivot to happen. So a wave A breaking this downtrend, coming up, but then coming back down, testing support, right? And of course, this B wave can do whatever it wants. It can go 0.5 retracement. It can go 1618 retracement. B waves can do pretty much whatever they want within that range, okay? But this wouldn't be out of the ordinary. So that's it from me. Hope that was helpful. Hope that was useful. Once again, like and share and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. And take care.